Welcome back, everybody. I'm a little bit nervous for today's episode because we're going to be reading the TrueOffMyChest subreddit and I don't know what to expect. I don't know a lot about the subreddit. I know it's like a confession sort of thing. And I also know that some of them can be positive, but I also know that some of them can be downright terrifying and really sad. So yeah, what I'm saying is today's episode is going to be like every other episode. Possibly sad, possibly terrifying, possibly fun. No, definitely fun. And if you enjoy, make sure you subscribe. Okay, the first one of the day says, I bought my sister's wedding dress. My sister got married 4 years ago. She had her beautiful wedding dress made by a tailor that she loved. Some months ago, she told us that she put it on a second-hand website to sell it because she and her husband could use the money. I knew that it obviously had a huge sentimental value. She was planning on having it shortened so that she could wear it again for their anniversary. She was selling it reluctantly. I could see tears in her eyes when she told us. What she doesn't know is that I created an account on the website and I bought it anonymously. I got a bonus last month and I couldn't see a better way to spend the money. I plan on taking it to the tailor who made the dress and order the changes that she wanted. Thankfully, we're the same size, and then I want to gift it back to her for their anniversary in a few months. I love my sister. I hope it makes her happy. Wow, that's so beautiful. And we're starting the episode with a positive one. That's so cute. AITA to add, some people are suggesting that I don't make any changes to the dress. Thank you for your concern. However, my sister was in the process of having it shortened with her tailor anyway, but my brother-in-law had to stop working for a few months due to his health and money started getting a little bit tight. That's why she had to sell it. She could no longer keep it and absolutely not pay for the changes. I've arranged with a tailor to resume the project as per my sister's wishes before she had to sell it. That's so beautiful. Oh my god. That's such a nice way to start the episode. Good on you for doing that, OP. That's such a sweet thing to do. Yeah, like the top comment says, you're a good sibling. That's so beautiful. This comment says, if anybody in my family did this for me, I'd sob and sob. Make sure you give her a day or two to recover emotionally from all that love and all those big feelings. Yeah, good on you for doing that, OP. Wow, the next one says, my husband slept with my niece. Oh my god. The two polar opposites of this subreddit. My husband slept with my niece while I was on a business trip. Okay, so we just read the cutest post ever, and now we're gonna read something terrifying. This niece is my brother's daughter, and she's 23. For more than a year, I felt she's looking way too much at my husband, 40, but my mind couldn't accept this, and I told myself that I'm crazy. I know that she admires him. She's very vocal about it. I didn't do anything because I never saw anything sus on his side. My brother is a loser, to be frank, and a stupid excuse of a father. Drinks and gambles and usually unemployed. My husband collects him frequently from the hospital and pays for the medicine that he's got for his liver. A lot of times when my niece was still a child, I took care of her, cooked for her, got her ready for school. Her mother left with somebody else and she abandoned her with her father. My husband is the complete opposite of him. He takes care of his appearance. He has a successful business, 45 employees. She looks up to him and said that she learned a lot from him about how businesses work. When the line was really crossed was one day when she insisted to iron his suit. He always wears suits and ties and she wanted to prepare it for him. I was busy with my 7-year-old daughter who had a hard time getting used to the new school and I let it pass. A very stressful period for me and she was helping. I told her that I'll just order food every day, but she wanted to be useful, so she said she cooked what he liked to eat, never asked what he wanted, just what he wants. And 3 days ago, I found out that he slept with her while I was away on business. I let my daughter with them in the house, but he took it to my mother. I actually got an anonymous text message, which turned out to be from a friend of hers. I hoped it was a stupid joke, but I told him that I know he slept with her, and he started apologizing and explaining that it happened just once, that they had wine and it happened. I don't know what to do now. Edit, I'll add this to my post. Another reason why I think he didn't groom her was that it's not the first time that she slept with a married man. She did it last year too. I had a talk with her back then and she was very proud of what she done. She wasn't looking for love. She fancied the idea to sleep with a man in power. That man was also with high social status and in the military. It's her thing. She sees these kind of men as superior and worthy. She never gave any chance to a guy her age and she looked down on them. She's not like a lot of modern young women who want to be independent and strong. She knows that she's beautiful and playing the beauty card. She's extremely feminine to the point that even her voice is always soft and low, like she wants to appear submissive and a good girl. She never went clubbing, for example, because good girls don't do that. Doesn't want a driver's license because she feels that it's masculine to drive a car. And then it cuts off. Oh my god. That's so wild. I can't believe after the first post that we read that was so beautiful, we're reading this. And also there are a lot of updates here. I think this one is the next update. My husband slept with my niece. I had to return home to find a total mess. I have an update. My mother tried to talk to her again and Anastasia, my niece, told her that she hates me and she hated me for years. That I have everything and I didn't have to work for it. That she got left behind by her mother and was pitied and even mocked at school by others because she has a loser drunk father. While I had a perfect life and a perfect career and a perfect husband, husband. Yeah, you definitely don't have a perfect husband. I was envied and admired, and she was shamed and pitied. I also needed to return home because it's going to affect me in court if I don't allow my husband to see his daughter. I found a mess in my bedroom. My husband was cleaning it up with my mother. Anastasia threw out all of my stuff from the closet and wanted to put her stuff there. Oh my god. Mother said that my husband needed to grab her hands and immobilize her because she acted crazy, hit him, and in the end he also hit her to stop her from scratching and kicking my mother, and that's confirmed she did attack her. My husband called a doctor to give her something to calm her, and it worked. He begs me to forgive him. He was always the arrogant, confident man who was being begged for one thing or another by people. I've never seen him so ruined. My mother cried and told me that this is not the first time that she attacked her when angry, but she never did anything about it because the girl suffered enough, and having something like that on her record might hurt her future even more. Also, my brother continues to be a total piece of crap and asked my husband if he'll give him more money because of this. It almost sounds like he wants her to be a prostitute. Okay, maybe that's too much, but it definitely goes that way. I just want to stop talking to them all of them. And then OP also said this one, update 2. I had a talk with him too. It was needed. He said that he didn't think she was that unhinged. Great, so you slept with her because you thought she was stable? How does that help? She wants him. I already blocked her number, but she still texted me from some new one that I blocked as well. How we all call her crazy, but it's the crazy who makes the horizontal mumbo interesting, and how he'll be coming for more. I really can't believe this is my niece. She said that she deserves him more than I do, that I don't deserve a man like him, that I deserve one like her father. My mother is in a sensitive situation now. She said the girl was hysterical with both of them, her and my husband. Neither wanted to call the police because that would lead to so many questions about what happened between them. He doesn't want his associates to find out, and my mother, well, it's still her granddaughter and she didn't want to cause her problems. This is why my husband in the end slapped her so bad that it threw her to the floor, but it calmed her down because she got scared and covered her face in fear. He literally told her that if she doesn't get out from the house, he'll slap her again. What is happening? Okay, this is unbelievable. OP also has this one too. I talked to my husband about the divorce. I finally had a talk with my husband, a long one face to face. I told him I'm gonna divorce. His reaction was like, well, yeah, I understand, but I want to see my daughter on a regular basis. It kind of felt good that this was at least drama free, and kind of painful because he doesn't really care about our marriage. He had an initial breakdown too, but now he's simply caught up in his business. I also showed him the text from her, especially those in which she said how much she hates our daughter too. To my surprise, he told me that he knew some of it, not to this extent, not at all, but she told him on 2 separate occasions that she feels jealous of her. I asked when, he said that this spring, but it didn't sound unhinged. She just told him that she wishes she had everything our daughter has, but he didn't know how to deal with her drama, so he just ignored her and changed the topic. And once she told my mother, but he was there too, that she never had such nice clothes that our daughter had for school, but he didn't know that she hates us, just that she was a bit jealous. Also, she keeps on chasing him. She sent him at least 4 or 5 texts while I was there, but he's chill about it. He said that he deals with it and she'll step back in the end because she can't play games with him. Again, he told me that he's fine with the divorce, and also that this has been a continuous drama for him for years, with my brother especially, but he never told me how sick of all of this he is, of brother and of niece and all my mother's issues. So a divorce is what he needs too, but he wants to co-parent. Okay, so that was pretty confusing. There's a comment that says, did he ever explain why he took your daughter to your mum's? And OP said he said the niece was already there when he took the daughter to grandma. He said he wanted to be alone with her so they can enjoy the evening, but at the time didn't think that horizontal mumbo or anything sexual was going to happen. Oh my god, that's so awful. What a piece of garbage. OP, this was not like an accident for your husband. Cheats on you with your niece? What did we just read? I'm trying to make sense of what we just read. That is so disgusting. This comment says, so did he cheat as a way out of the marriage since he was sick of dealing with your family? That's what it sounds like to me. OP, aside from having to stay in contact with your soon-to-be ex for co-parenting, you should cut off everybody, including your mum. The comment below that says, seems to me like he checked out 2 years ago when he cheated, but wanted to stay for his daughter. So yeah, an exit affair. I don't even know what to say. Besides, like, what an awful person the husband is. Because it said in there that he was slapping her too. So yeah, to summarize, your husband cheated on you with your niece, also hurt her too, is an absolute piece of garbage, and I feel so sorry for you, OP. You need to cut them all off. Okay, I need a kitty cat break before we move on to the next one. Gia, can you please make it all better, please? No, I can't do it. The posts are crazy today. It's so wild. Oh, Gia. Gia, what are we even reading? But yeah, that was super confusing. There were like 8 different posts and they were pretty confusing. But yeah, I think I get the gist of it, and it's an absolute nightmare. And yeah, we need to move on. Okay, the next one says, a cop bought me a pizza yesterday. I was dumpster diving when this super intimidating looking cop approached me and asked me what I was doing. I explained to him that I was dumpster diving for food, and I showed him the food that I'd already taken out of the dumpster. I was was nervous because I thought maybe an employee had called the cops on me and that he was there to arrest me or something, but he didn't. In fact, he offered to buy me a meal, which amazed me because I didn't expect that at all. There was a pizza place nearby and we went there, and sure enough, he bought me a large Hawaiian pizza and a drink. It was pretty nice of him. I definitely never would have imagined that a cop would buy me a pizza. Some people are really good-hearted. Yeah, like this comment says, I hope it's a sign of good things to come. And OP said, I hope so too. This subreddit is so confusing in how varied all the posts are. But yeah, I'm sorry, OP, that you have to be dumpster diving. Like the top comment says, I hope it's a sign of good things to come. Yeah, I don't know what I was expecting when I started the episode, but it definitely wasn't what we've read so far today. Every episode is such an adventure. The next one says, I just doubled somebody's salary. I manage a team of analysts and I got this application for an open role recently from a guy who's been working in my company's warehouse for a year. Not some kind of technical position either. He's been slinging boxes. Still, we try to give internal candidates a little bit more of a shot, make sure they don't get lost in the pile. And it turned out that this guy is incredibly qualified. It's just that all of his analytical roles were from his home country, and when all of your work was done in developing country not known for producing analysts and done in not English, it is pretty hard to get hired. But his skills were so relevant and my team really liked him, and he's picking up a crazy amount of useful knowledge in the past year. Our HR can get a little bit iffy about giving somebody too much of a salary increase when they change roles internally, so I came at them pretty hard about not lowballing him, and they didn't. They let it slip to me though that it's going to be double what he's making now. I got to give him the verbal offer today and he didn't even wait a second before accepting. He was so stoked. I think he's out celebrating right now. We may not be at peak warehouse efficiency tomorrow. It was the most fun that I've ever had hiring somebody. Wow, that's so beautiful. Yeah, like this comment says, the wholesome content that we needed for today. Wow, the next one that we're going to read says, I pooped my pants during a job interview last week. I know this sounds absurd, but exactly what the title reads. I had a job interview last week and I pooped my pants during it. I do not know what messed up my stomach, but just before the interview, I felt that burning urge of going to the toilet. I felt something was wrong, but I hoped I could sort it out in 10 minutes. Boy, I was wrong. I literally pooped my bowels out, but I still felt like doing more. I checked my phone and it was time for the interview. I did not want to delay it as it was the final round with the COO of the company. I joined the interview call after cleaning myself. We started the interview and I could hear roaring noises coming from my bowels and I was sweating. I was wishing for the interview to end so fast, but the COO kept on asking and asking. In the end, I could not hold it up anymore and I pooped my pants. COO told me that I'm a great fit for the position and I got the final offer. 3 times annual salary of what I previously made with great benefits. I did not know if I should cry or laugh at the time. I left the call after final sayings. I had to throw my chair out and get a new one. It was a crappy interview but with a great ending. I'll probably tell this one to my grandchildren in the future. Oh my god. Like, it sounds like it was definitely worth it, OP. That is so funny but also not funny. I'm sorry that happened to you, OP. Also, I thought you meant you had like a face-to-face interview, not like a Zoom call interview. At least you had the interview over the computer. If you had it in person, it definitely wouldn't have went well. This comment says, calm, cool, and collected under pressure. This other comment says, gah, I'm about to go into an interview and my tummy also is rebelling. Sadly, this is not a remote interview, so if I do poop myself, it's going to be a long walk home in town. I can't believe what we've read today. The next one says, I sit on the stairs and I listen to my wife play in the bedroom. Right, okay. What? She doesn't like an audience, and if I enter and ask her what, she'll just say that she's no good and run quickly and put her instrument away. Wow, OP, you are so sneaky. You knew that title sounded bad. So if I hear her get out her cello, I quietly sit on the stairs and listen. It's beautiful, like she is really, although she'll always deny it and say that at best she's average. Today I sat with my son and we both listened to the warm, soothing sounds, and it calmed our minds. He had a big smile across his face the entire time, and unfortunately we can never let her know because she just waited until she knew that she was alone. Yeah, like this comment says, well, this post was much more wholesome and G-rated than I was expecting. Yeah, I know, right? The top comment says, I wouldn't tell her until way later, like after she's done playing and has full confidence with playing in front of people. It's nothing personal, but there's something about privacy while making music that makes it feel more free. And the comment below that one too, just confess on her deathbed. I'm glad that we can die without any secrets between us. Actually, I listen to your cello, dies out of embarrassment. I love how wholesome and cute some of this stuff is. It's the epitome of what I want to read on the channel. Super concerning stuff that's really fun to read, and also really cute, wholesome stuff. I love this subreddit. The next one that we're going to read says, my boyfriend and I were supposed to move in together. 2 weeks ago, he bought an 87 grand truck without telling me. I refused to move in with him. I'm very annoyed. He didn't even speak to me about it. We had so many discussions about moving in together, getting married, and then he goes and purchases purchases a truck 2K more than his yearly salary. If you're asking how can a truck be 87 grand, that's the price you get to when you put every addition you want on it. He showed me the truck expecting me to be excited, and I was livid. When he bought the truck, we were only a month away from moving in together. We got into a bad argument where he told me that it was his money and he could do whatever he wanted with his money. So I said fine, and I told him that I'm not comfortable moving in with him anymore. I asked my landlord if my apartment was still available and if I could renew my lease, and they said yes. Now my boyfriend is saying that he can't afford his place and his truck. I don't feel bad. You should have thought of that before buying something so expensive without even talking to your girlfriend of 2 years. I've had some of his friends' girlfriend reach out to me and say that I should support him, and one even said that I'm not loyal, and this shows that I wouldn't support him if we were married, since I run away when finances get bad. What the hell? Don't listen to that even for a second, OP. What a load of crap. That's BS. He didn't lose his job or get hurt. He bought something expensive without discussing it. Yeah, that's right, OP. I've been trying to get him to return the truck because it's already affecting his finances bad. He's only had the truck for 2 weeks and he's worried that in the next month or two, he won't be able to cover all of the expenses that he usually has. This past weekend, we had another argument and I think our relationship is gonna end. I'm not gonna help him pay for this truck and I'm not moving in with him. I've asked for a break and I'll be thinking about what to do. Edit, I appreciate the different opinions that everybody has given me. I've got a lot to think about. To answer 2 questions, no, he does not need the truck. He works from home, and if he has to check in at work, he has an office. Also, his friends and their girlfriends know about the issue because he was asking for their view on it when we went to a get-together last week. Only 2 girlfriends reached out to me to tell me that I wasn't being supportive. The others have minded their business. Wow, that's so bad. And of course you feel the way that you feel, OP. I love how the friends say stuff and they're completely wrong, just spurting a whole bunch of bloody nonsense, making it even more confusing for OP. Yeah, like the top comment says, good job recognizing a bad situation when you see one. This dude fully expected you to supplement his lifestyle after moving in together. All of his money would have gone to paying that truck, leaving you stuck with the lion's share of the bills, and that's why he's panicking. Stay in your own apartment, OP. Yeah, and the comment below that, and he had the audacity to say that it was his money and he could do what he wanted with it, knowing full well that he'd have to live out of the truck if OP didn't supplement for him. Really tells you what he thinks about OP's money, that it's his money too. Entitled ass. I'd dump him so hard. Yeah, definitely, and you should, OP. Like, no respect for you whatsoever, OP. And I was about to say, did he buy the truck outright? But of course he didn't. The truck cost 2 grand more than he makes in a whole year. I'm pretty confident in saying that he didn't save up an entire year's salary. So yeah, there would have been all sorts of payments that he definitely can't afford. And yeah, was expecting OP to pick up the slack. That's terrible and such a red flag. Yeah, like this comment says, when finances get bad, must really mean you won't foot the bill when he's irresponsible and makes bad financial decisions. It is his money, but he's already struggling to afford things now. If for some reason he can't work, he'll not only expect you to pay for his portion of the bills, but also his hefty truck payment. Do not move in and combine incomes with him. He has shown that he's impulsive and has issues with reckless spending. Yeah, completely OP. That's such a bad sign. Like, yeah, spending a bit of money here and there is okay when you can afford it. Buying a truck that costs more than what you make in a whole year when you're about to move in with your partner, that is so unbelievably stupid. And then the audacity to say what he said to OP. Oh, it's my money. I can spend my money however I want to. Yeah, like that comment said, well, you can live out of your truck then. Wow, that's infuriating. Oh no, the next one says, I found out that my husband sleeps with his ex-wife from time to time to prevent her from dating. I just want to lie down in a fetal position and cry. We've been married for 2 years, 2 happy years, until I stumbled upon an email from her that said that she didn't want to do this anymore because she wanted to find love and meet other men. He answered her that he loved her more than anything, even more than the children. They have 3, and that he would give her all the horizontal mumbo that she wanted. Then he went on about how it was safer for her not to let strangers into her home. She said that she was done. He asked her to marry him. She told him that she didn't want him back as a husband. He said that he loved her. Now I know why he refuses to have shared custody with her and would rather pay $4,500 in child support instead, so she doesn't have time to date. I'm so heartbroken. I feel like trash. Why is he doing this? Oh, that's so sad. Yeah, like this comment says, this sounds like you were the other woman. The husband left his wife to be with you, and now the husband regrets leaving her. Am I right? OP must have deleted their account, so there's no updates or anything. But wow, that's so bad. Yeah, that's enough for today. I've got a wholesome meme that I need to show you guys, especially after what we've read today. I've got a friend who got his dream job training as an aircraft engineer, and occasionally he messages me telling me all the different types of planes that he saw that day. Most of the time I've got no idea what any of it means, but it's so wholesome, and I'm so glad he's happy. Wow, that's so cute, but even that doesn't really make me feel better after what we've read today. Might need to go watch The Simpsons or something. That was an unbelievable episode, and I hope you guys had a good time today. today? Let me know down below in the comment section if you want to see more. And the comment of the day today goes to Blaze. Intro. Am I the a-hole for squirming out of my owner's hands because I don't feel like being on camera today? Lol. Yeah, that was so cute, wasn't it? Chia was like, oh my god, put me down. Unhand me, father. Well, actually, not just Chia, all the cats. They're so cute. Okay, I'm in shock after what we've read today. That was such an adventure, and I hope you guys had a good time today. And yeah, guys, I'll see you in the next episode. Make sure you look after yourself and make sure you have a beautiful, amazing rest of your day. And you know what I'm about to say because I say it every single day. Bye!